Very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Basketball Champions League on livebasketball.tv. It's match day 3, and this is a Group A clash between Nahariya of Israel and Άρης of Greece. Welcome to the City Hall in Nahariya, which is the northernmost coastal city in Israel, about 120 kilometers north of Tel Aviv. It is on the Beirut border. Well, Nahariya are one of 13 teams in this competition who are without a regular season victory to their name. Άρης, well, they're yet to taste defeat, having won both their games. There are other Group A matches in match day 3. As you can see, one match already yesterday evening, which AS Monaco maintained their 100% record in the competition with a 94-57 demolition of the Buchan Bears on the road. Elsewhere, Helios Suns take on Fraport Skyliners, and Banvit host at CEZ Nürnberg. Well, this is a monster of a competition. 52 teams from 31 countries playing more than 350 games over 8 months, and it's arguably the biggest sporting regional regular season competition. But Group A is very much split, as you can see. 3 teams without a win, but it's AS Monaco that are setting the pace, and Άρης are looking to keep up with them here this evening on the road in Israel. Well, 52 teams became 40 sides when this regulation season started. 32 teams qualified directly, and 8 came through the qualifications, one of which was Nahariya. And let's have a look at the 2 rosters, starting with the visitors, Άρης. They've changed many people on the roster this season, but are bound to showcase once again steely determination. Offensively, winger Devon Marbl, who led them to victory against the Buchan Bears last time out, and point guard Will Cummings are expected to take the lion's share of possession. Centre Vasilis Kavadas is their leading point scorer per game this season with 16. Off the glass, Eric Buckner, Vasilis Xanthopoulos and Vasilis Simtsak are also key. Well, how about the home side? Where are their threats? Well, centre Yancy Gates is their top performer in terms of points per game, 11.2, and rebounds, 6.2 per game. Nick Faust is another top performer, weighing in with 10.5 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. Well, Marcus Teague, brother of Jeff of the Indiana Pacers, does a great job directing the team, but Nahariya don't rely really on any one player. There's Jonathan Skolderbrand. Stuart Douglas weighing 31. One is Nick Faust. A smaller roster for the home side to call upon. That's Thomas Arvin. Number 5, Gilbert Brown. Will he be starting here this evening? Looking at the home side, a starting 5. Yeah, usually Teague, Berkovitz, Skate, Nash, Brown, but Faust and Brown may change. As for Άρης, starting 5, perhaps Cummings, Marbl, Kavadas, Buckner, Serelis. Zaras might be in place of Serelis, or Jenkins in place of Marbl. We wait to get confirmation of those starting 5s. Right, okay. Let's introduce you to the 2 teams, starting with Άρης. Number 16, number 1, Marvel David. Number 4, number 7, Grandius Dimitris. Number 9, number 11. So that is Serelis, Jenkins. Number 13, number 14, number 17. Well, Cummings just behind Jenkins. A slightly larger roster for Άρης, who are coached by Dimitra Prífti, who was named Greek League Coach of the Year in 2016. Right, let's get the introduction of the home side. Plenty of hype. Can the players deliver? And Asante Asare leads them out. Yancy Gates. Gilbert Brown, number 5, following him out. 6, Ryan Navarre, Tyron Nash. Liv Berkovitz, Tomer Beraven, Igor Nestorenko. Stuart Douglas, Jonathan Skolderbrand. No, Marquis Teague on the run out. A tweak there for coach Eric Afasi, former player who played or plied his trade at Maccabi Netanya. Started coaching there with the youth setup. His first senior coaching role was with Eloni Ashkelon in 2008. Turned to Netanya as the senior coach and had a really good 3 years with them. Won Liga Lumit, which is a second tier. There's the referees. Let's introduce them to you. Oscar Pereira of Spain, in the middle Sergei Belyakov and Alexander Milojevic of Macedonia. So there they are. Yeah, just going back to Coach Afasi. He won the League Lumit in his first season with a 33-1 record. Second season they reached the Final Four, losing to Maccabi Tel Aviv. They finished 4th overall. And the third season they made it to the Israeli Basketball State Cup. Again, they lost to Maccabi Tel Aviv, but he started here at Nahariya last season. It's been a difficult season for the home side thus far in the Winner League. Record of 1-3, 10th place. Their only win coming in Game 3 against Maccabi Ashdod on the road. Here is the starting 5. Jenkins, Cummings, Murtos, Dragicevic and Buckner for Άρης. Some height and power in there, and a little change to what we might have been expecting. Cummings is there. There's no marbles. There is Jenkins. Murtos comes in. Buckner we expected. Dragicevic drafted him. So how about the home side? Faust, number 1. Number 10, Arvin. Number 83, Skolderbrand. Tyrone Nash. And Yancy Gates are the starting 5 for the home side. So Teague takes a rest, as does Berkovitz. Gates, Nash and Brown also starting from the bench. So a little shuffle around by both coaches for this match day 3 in the Basketball Champions League. The home side came through last qualifying, as we mentioned, against Smoky Minsk, won both their games by 4 points, but here in the Champions League lost the first game to Banvit of Turkey 70-83, lost to CZ Nymburk of the Czech Republic 66-78. The visitors, well, game 1 against Helios in Slovenia, they won on the road 62-54. Aris' second game was against the Barken Bears of Denmark at home. Comfortable win, 82-66. So, on paper, it's the visitors that come into this one as the favourites. Can they make it 3 wins from 3, or can Nahariya get their first win of the season in the Basketball Champions League? We're about to find out. Tip off now, just moments away. Last pep talk from Eric Afasi. Name of the game here is to try and get through to the playoffs. There's 5 groups of 8 home and away matches. The 5 group winners and the 3 best second places advance direct to playoff round 2. The other second place teams and those placed 3rd, 4th, plus the 4th best 5th place teams go into a playoff home and away to decide who makes the second round of the playoffs. Right. The teams making their way out onto the court. And we are almost ready to go. Nahariya in the white. Harris in the black and yellow. Eric Buckner gets ready for the start of this one, up against Gates, and it is Gates that wins the tip-off, and it will be the home side that have the first possession. And straight away into the paint, and a little fumble. It was a little bit too easy for Brown. Disappointing start for him. Now, screen provided. Jenkins from outside the arc gets the ring and pops back out for Nash to take the rebound, his first rebound of the evening, and this time they play it in again to the paint, and once again a little nervous under the basket for the home side. Official happy to go. Fans are in fine voice. Here's the inbound. Nash, plenty of space. The little jump shot, the kiss off the glass, and the rebound falls to Άρης, and they will look to break with pace here if they can. Driving to the basket, and on the layup is coming, and Άρης take the lead. The first shot for them on target. Berkovitz. And a little jump shot from Gates, has too much on it. And the whistle is blown. Here's the first points, and Cummings driving, and the layup off the glass gives the visitors the lead, as you can tell by the name on the shirt. This is Murtos. Back to Cummings, lovely little ball into Buckner, but he can't take it with him. And on the break, here is Fouts from downtown. Too much on it, rebounds, falls to Nash. Nash levels things up off the glass. Good rebound for Nash. Cummings again, looking into the circle. And Buckner back out to Cummings from downtown. Too much on it. And the rebound falls kindly to Berkovitz. Berkovitz still going. The little layup, and oh, ever so close from Gates. But now it's Cummings once more. He misses. Gates with the rebound. And Berkovitz again comes forward with the ball. Nash using his frame to good use on the edge. Gates takes a step forward and puts too much on the shot. Jenkins, Cummings. Trying to make the screen is Buckner. And here in plenty of space is Dragijevic, and that's our first three-pointer of the night. Goes to the Serbian power forward. who was signed in mid-October to replace Victor Sanikidze, who had a knee injury that put him out for the whole season. Dragicevic was the leading scorer in the Montenegrin league last season. And again, the radar out for Nahariya, really struggling. But then Dragicevic loses out, and Faust called. Let's have another look. The turnover. Oh no, the three-pointer from Dragicevic. Frustration for Eric Afasi. Oh yes, Buckner draining the dunk, and it's a 5-point game now for the visitors. Berkovitz, and it's been stolen, and Nahariya needs to sharpen up here. Jenkins on the breakaway, and not surprisingly, Coach Afasi's seen enough. He wants a timeout. Have another look as the ball comes across. Just sloppy from Gates, took his eye off what was happening. And Jenkins hangs around just to rub salt in the wounds. Doesn't get any better from Gates in this replay. So we've had 3:39, and Arris are in control of this first quarter.
If they play the high pick and roll, okay, and Jens attack the ball, okay, if it's not your help on the weak side, because you need the shooter on the weak side shooter, okay, hey, guys, let's go. Hey, let's run step. Hey, freestyle, let's go. Don't release the ball too easy.
So the home side trail by 7. There you can see the scoreboard in the background, 2-9. And it was a nervous start. Fans are in good voice. Confessor will be hoping he'll be in better mood by the time this one finishes. Here is Faust. Faust over the halfway line, offering is Brown. Brown into, Berkovitz, who runs straight into Cummings, doesn't get the whistle, so then fouls Cummings as he comes away. There's the ball played in from Brown. Berkovitz collides with Cummings and then fouls him. Screen then down wide right for the three-pointer. Not enough on it from Jenkins. Faust picks up the rebound. Faust, little jump shot, not enough on it. Here comes Cummings. Cummings has so much time, but he can't make the shot. It's short, and Nash picks up the rebound. Faust has been done again. It's the second time in the match he's been called for travelling. Stuart Douglas comes into the game. Cummings waits. Plenty of time and space again, and that one finds the mark from Dragicevic, and it is another three-pointer. 2 from 2 now, and Aris lead by 10. Shot clock stands at 10 as Brown tries to make something happen. Hard work for Brown in that right channel, and he can't find the target, and Aris are in cruise control here at the moment. A little theatrical from Michael Jenkins as he tries to drive through the centre. Officials not buying that one now. Gates. Berkovitz, this will settle some nerves, too much on it, but the rebound falls kindly to Tyrone Nash. Nash out to Brown, Brown swings it to the left, and Douglas back to Gates, Gates over the top, there's some space, and coming in over the top is Murtos. Nash draws the foul off Murtos, nice ball in. Now, this is one area where the home side had the advantage over their visitors. Free throws, 60.3% up against 56.8. And it drops for Nash to reduce the arrears to 9. He's 100% from the free throw line so far this season, and he continues to be at 7 from 7. Good work from Tyrone Nash. Keeps up his good work, and Murtos takes a breather. Dragicevich. Out to Jenkins. He can't keep the ball in play. Currently, Nahariya going at 12.5% on 2-point shots compared to 75% for Άρης. There's another little layup from Brown that misses the target, and that's not going to help the overall stats. Cummings, Dragicevich driving the paint off the boards, and the rebound falls to Άρης. Dragicevich tries to bounce it back into the centre to Buckner. It's cut out. This for 3, not enough. And picked up by Brown, who recycles to Berkovitz. Berkovitz. And the long way round, and again it's a fumble by Gates. And Άρης come away. 3 minutes of the first quarter remaining. Nahariya 4, Άρης 12. And the push has gone against Tyrone Nash. Berkovitz takes a breather. Soma Baraban comes in, number 10. And now comes Jonathan Skolderbrand. For Nash. Zaras, number 13, finds Cummings. Cummings with a lovely little bounce pass, no way through, so it's recycled by Simsak. And then Cummings finds the 2 points to make it a 10-point game once more. Douglas, Skolderbrand. Gates. And, wow, the easiest of turnovers for Simsak. Layup, not dropping. He'll be happy. Dimitrios Priftis. They've gone to the line. Brown makes his way to the bench. 2 shots then for Jenkins. Well, that's points gone on the wrong score. It's an 11-point game. And the second one misses. So it's Nahariya 4, Άρης 15. Skolderbrand. Parabon. Pass to Douglas. It's not a good one. So the lead's 11, not 9. The point from the free throw line should have gone up against Άρης. Up against Άρης' score, not up against Naharia's. Drive and a big step from Dragicevic. He can't find the target inside the final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Here is Parabon. Parabon trying to find a way out. This is Asante Asari. Bounce pass over the top, but Parabon fumbles it, but does enough to lift the crowd and make it a single-figure game once more. Back to 11 now. Parabon. Can't keep it alive. See Xanthopoulos. That's a lovely little jump shot from Jenkins. So the closing seconds then of this first quarter. Xanthopoulos looks for some movement up front. Little jump shot, too much on it, and the rebound though falls for the men in black. Dragicevic once. It's gone to Marbl. Marbl driving across and trying for the reverse layup. Gets the snapshot away, finds the target. What a shot that is from Devon Marbl. Confirmation that it is now a 13-point game. There you go, 19-6 to Άρης. But Marbl here doing ever so well on the reverse layup. Doesn't quite come off, but then right from the edge, the snap jump shot finds the target. So time running out in this first quarter. Berkovic back into the action. Pass it back out to Douglas. Douglas with a jump shot. Can't find the target, and that is a very, very good opening quarter for the visitors Άρης. They are firmly in control of this Group A match in the Basketball Champions League. They lead by 13. It's been nervy from the home side. We need 3 or 4 attempts to get off the mark. That's one of the highlights of the first quarter. Buckner on the alley-oop. But work aplenty for Eric Afasi and his team to do in the remaining 3 quarters. At the moment being outplayed by Aris Thessaloniki. Well, the visitors are 2-2 in the A1 League this season. Coming to this one off a road win against Prometheus, 89-79 on the weekend. But in terms of Champions League basketball, Helios they beat by 8 points, 62-54. Barking Bears more comfortably by 16. So here's Douglas's three-point attempt. And that's pretty much the story of the quarter for the home side. Fumbles aplenty. And it will be Άρης Zaras who will get this second quarter underway. So, quarter two. Fired in, Marbl. Draws the foul. Santis Asra. Dimitri Prífti. With instructions from the bench. Xanthopoulos, bounce pass through, can't be collected by Buckner. Coach Percy appreciates the defensive work. Berkovic. Now Faust, can he find his form? Skolderbrand with the screen. Berkovic finds Skolderbrand. Nash awaits in the centre. Skolderbrand twists to his left and it hops out, and that's a good follow-up from Nash. Good work from the Nahariya number 7. Oh, from downtown, too much on it. Simsak kept alive though. Marbl, he'll have a shot for 3, finds it. 14 now, the difference. Asante Asari, Skolderbrand. Nash has a sider for 3. He finds a 3. It's hotting up now. That's more like it. Xanthopoulos brings it forward. Sack. Marbl. Zaras with the theatrics. Skolderbrand. Can't find the pass. Oh, right, and there's a couple of choice words to say to his teammate as you see Zaras lose possession. He's looking for Asante Asare, but he wasn't on the same wavelength as his teammate. Marbl shifts it on. Zaras. And this foul from Skolderbrand on Jenkins as Jenkins drives to the target. This is Jenkins. Άρης lead by 11. And that has now just gone back up to 14, courtesy of Devon Marbl. Xanthopoulos. Another look at Marbl's three-pointer. It's now 11:25 to Άρης. Xanthopoulos with a breather. Berkovic goes past Marbl. Back to Asante Asare. Berkovic once again. The swing of the ball to Nash. Nash to Skolderbrand. Skolderbrand too much on it. Rebound falls to Jenkins. Jenkins still going. Does he overrun it? Back to Marbl. Marbl for another 3. Nash with the rebound. Berkovic. Skolderbrand. Twisting, turning. and travelling. Third travelling call against the home side this evening. It's not going right for Ari this evening so far. And of course, can change. Marbl driving, lovely pass out to the wide right, and Jenkins drains a three-pointer to make it a 17-point game now. And the Άρης fans will be enjoying this performance. Sare, he loses possession on the drive. Marbl still going into Skulderbrand, can't find the points. Here's the three-pointer from Jenkins. Lovely pass from Marbl. Nahariya 11, Άρης 28. Here's the turnover. Sare on the drive, losing that to Jenkins. So those are the words of wisdom from Coach Fassi. He needs his team to start executing the instructions. The side that finished fourth in the Winner League last season, currently 10th in the domestic league, and without a win in this competition, the Basketball Champions League. So Marbl on the line, 21 points the last time out against the Black and Bears, but he misses his first free throw. Crowd doing their best to put him off, but he gets the second. Well, as a coach, there's only so much you can do. You have to hope the players deliver for you. This is Jenkins with Marbl in front. Jenkins going to take the three-pointer on. Brown with the rebound. Brown over the top. Jenkins is on his backside with Nash. Foul down against Jenkins. It's 11:29 to Άρης. There's a Marbl free throw point to be added on to that total. Here is Gates. Oh, too much on it. And, well, they keep it alive. Good work by Brown. Berkovits trying to make something happen. And he does. He draws the foul. Zaras being credited with the foul, and he's replaced. Faust finds a three-pointer, reduces it to 15. Coming. Here is Dragicevic, and he replies with a three of his own. Foot. Dragicevic once more. Hasn't missed from downtown, has the big Serbian power forward. Bergovic with the layup. 32-16 now, Άρης lead. We are at the midpoint of the second quarter. The lead is 13 at the end of the first quarter. Up to 16 now, so another good quarter for Άρης, and it's turnover ball, and the break is on, all alone, and laying up is Cummings. Gates, Brown, swinging it through to Nash. Gates lays up for two. And they've got more of a rhythm about them in this second quarter. Good turnover, Brown, and they should easily find another two. And it is Bergovic's little pirouette on the layup. And another look here, good turnover from Brown, Bergovic. So, a timeout called as the visitors, Άρης, just trying to take the wind out of the sails of their hosts. The 2-point percentage now better for Nahariya, but nowhere near as good as Άρης. 31.25 for the home side. 58.33 for the visitors.
Wait, I gotta make a speed. Wait,
Three-point percentages, 28.57 for the home side, 46.15 for the visitors. More offensive rebounds for Nahariya, same number of defensive rebounds. Twice as many turnovers for Nahariya. Άρης, more of a team performance. 9 points from the bench for the visitors, just 2 for the home side. Miss of the layup from Dragicevic, but Simsak on hand to finish off the job. So the inbound, he with Brown. Fouls. Faust leaves the ball behind for the second time. Oh, it's a nervy game from the number one. Twice he gets to take the ball with him. That coupled with his couple of travelling calls. Dragicevic. Oh, nice interchange of passes and the layup. Wow, the block is made. Good work from Brown, who got his hand in on the attempted layup. Here is Gates, Brown, Bergovic. Brown for three, and he nails it. Within 13, Brown A 5-point swing in reality for Nahariya. Brown with the 2-point block, and then the 3-point shot. So good work from Gilbert Brown. Here is the second highest point scorer in the domestic league. Marble with the 2-pointer. Makes it 38-23. Berkovitz. Brown again, out to Faust. Faust, one of those evenings. Good skill from Cummings, buying the space for Marble. Nick Faust. Just getting a little frustrated. Good defensive work on the home side. Good screen for Gates by Brown, but then Brown gives the ball away to Cummings. Cummings into the paint, and there is Simsak to lay up. And quickly responded by Gates down the other end. Cummings over the top, Simsak swings it out to left, Marble too short, rebound to Gates. Gates gives to Berkovitz, Berkovitz comes forward, has support to his left in Gilbert Brown, now Gates. Brown once again, Gates on the screen, Berkovitz through the middle. Lovely work from the home side, who trail now by 13 points, just as they did at the end of the first quarter. So a much better quarter from Nahariya. Plenty of hang time on the layup from Cummings, but it doesn't find the target. The rebound falls to Nahariya. Here is Douglas. Douglas drives to the free throw line, and the jump shot doesn't find the target, and Jenkins tries to have another look. Oh, maybe that does get a touch off Brown. You make your own call. Hard to tell from that angle. Well, 35.1 seconds remaining in the half. There's a timeout. Only Nahariya 27, Aris 40.
We play 22. Dave, let's try you and Stu to press the ball hard. Okay, full court to try to cut the shot clock. Gil and Yoni here. Jens in the middle. Okay? We have one foul to use. One foul to use. Okay? Smart. And hey, backs out 5 players, backs out. And on the other side, they also have foul to use, so try to attack early. Okay, try to attack early. Hey, in offense, if we get the ball, okay, Jens, screen away to Gil. Gil, you go for the flare, okay? No, let's make the Jonathan make the screen away. Yeah, one side. Jens will jump to the high pick and roll. Okay, try to screen low deep, that deep can penetrate. Let's go. Let's go, let's get it up, let's get it up.
So that's how they want the last 35.1 seconds of this quarter to play out. Which was Piftis, whose side dominated quarter one. Had more of a game of it in quarter two. And this is Cummings. Cummings once again. Zaras to his right. Cummings takes on the three-pointer, and the rebound falls to Jenkins. Jenkins into the paint. Dragicevic on the layup. Skolderbrand with the rebound. Time not on the side of Nahariya, and the foul up against Simsak. Simsak with the foul, Berkovitz with the inbound. 0.9 of a second left on the game clock. And they're just going to check the time on the clock when the foul came in. Here we go. 1.6, something like that. As Cummings then fires away. There, 1.8. So twice as much time. Time added to the clock. There you go, 1.9 seconds then for the home side to try and make something happen here. 21 all in the second quarter. Much more of an even brand. Skolderbrand can't find the target, and that is the end of the first half. And it's a first half that Άρης dominated, and they lead by 13. The lead coming in the first quarter, which they won by 19 points to 6. Far more competitive in the second quarter, 21 points apiece. Nahariya just paying for that nervy start to this match day 3 Group A clash in the Basketball Champions League. Dimitra Prífti heads to the changing rooms. The happier of the two coaches, I'm sure. But Eric Afasi will be hoping that his side can build on that second quarter performance and eat into this 13-point deficit in this second half. Huffs and puffs all round on the powers that be. Here's Ironi Nahariya. How does the half looking figures? Well, it's 10% between the two sides and 2 points shooting, 40% to Nahariya, 50 to Άρης. 3 points, field goals, 33 to 40. 5 offensive rebounds each, 15-11 defensive rebounds, 11 assists apiece, twice as many turnovers from the home side, 16 to Άρης' 8. And more steals for the visitors. But at half-time, it is Άρης in control. It's Ironi Nahariya 27, Άρης 40. Hello everybody, welcome back to the City Hall in Nahariya in northern Israel. We're at half-time in this Group A clash between Nahariya and Άρης of Greece. It is the visitors, Άρης, who lead by 13 points. Nahariya 27, Άρης 40 at the half-time break. And it's been... it was a disappointing start, I think is the best way to describe it for the home side. Just 6 points in the first quarter compared to Άρης' 19, and that's given them an uphill struggle. But credit to them, they bounced back brilliantly in the second quarter, tied at 21 apiece. So there's hope for them here yet. Now having a look through the stats, leading scorer for the home side is Berkovits with 6 points. And Gates has 4. But for the visitors, it's Devon Marbl. He's got 11. And Dragicevic, number 34. 3 from 3 downtown. He has 9. And Jenkins has 8. So there are 3 players scoring higher than Berkovits, who leads the way for the home side. So work to be done. Nahariya, and we have what, 3:40 before this second half gets underway. Plenty of encouragement from the bench. Now can they deliver in this second half? In terms of rebounds, 5 for Gates and 5 for Nash, or at the home side. And the visitors leading the way is Buckner with 4. And then he's got a host of colleagues on 2. Simsak has 3. But Dragicevic, Zaras, Cummings, Jenkins all have 2. Flionis there. Just 10 seconds on the court for Dimitris Flionis. He's only played 3 minutes in total this season. Well, that is another 10 seconds to that. Tasos Xanthopoulos, just under 5 minutes of game time. Had 10 rebounds in game 1 against Telios. This evening, none to his credit just yet. Well, there is Eric Fassi. I'm sure he had plenty to say in the half-time break. Jenkins, Cummings were all causing him headaches in that first half. That first quarter in particular, but let's remind ourselves, there's the alley-oop from Buckner. Berkovits trying to find Gates, who just completely took his eye off the ball, and Jenkins, this has been the first quarter where it just went horribly wrong for Nahariya. Marbl. So Brown has played well. He had a good period where he got up to deflect away a shot, and then went down the other end and provided points. Well, there was a bounce pass that didn't come off for him and into the hands of Cummings, but Gates was done well apart from that. Now let's listen to it, see if we can hear what the coach is saying. Just as we get there.
Yeah, on the side with the 4 they may show, so cut hard. 1, 2, 3. Don't think offensively. Don't think offensively, guys. Hey.
So the referees Oscar Perea of Spain, Sergei Belyakov of Russia, and Alexander Milojevic of Macedonia. Blow their whistle to get the teams back on court. And Nick Faust, who was frustrated in the first half, starts this second half, and he'll be hoping those frustrations turn to joy in this second 2 quarters. Here we go then. Nahariya in the white strip, attacking the basket away to our left hand side. Trail 27-40. Here is Brown to Faust. And Faust had his foot out of play. So it starts in a similar fashion. Here is Marbl. Shifted on to Cummings. Cummings to Dragicevic. Round Skolderbrand. Picks out Buckner. And Faust picks up the rebound. Faust. Brown shifting it on Berkovits. Skolderbrand has 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown tries to make something happen, and he draws the foul off Cummings. Good work from Gilbert Brown. So 15 seconds back on the shot clock. Berkovits goes round, and Jenkins on Gates as Gates finds the target, and a chance for Gates. Lovely bounce pass from Berkovits, a reverse layup from Gates, and he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play and get Nahariya back to within 10. Just the start they would have wanted. Can the big man find the target? No, he can't. So opportunity goes. Harris with the rebound. Here is Buckner. Buckner drops out to Jenkins. Jenkins driving. The reverse layup, too much on it. Buckner's in there. Whistle goes. Berkovits with his hand in the air. Accepting the responsibility. Jenkins, the snap 3-pointer. Too much on it. Brown with the rebound. Here is Berkovits. Berkovits. Skolderbrand with time. 3-pointer up to the right-hand side. You can see it drift as soon as he released. And travelling called against Jenkins. And Piftis not happy. Nahariya now with a chance to eat into that 11-point deficit. They can get it back to single figures if they can score from this possession. This is Gates. Gates fires it back out to Brown. Brown driving the channel. Too much on it, and it falls in the end to Marbl. Marbl goes long. And the foul as Cummings tries under the net. Oh, Berkovits. And the layup. And rather than being 9 behind, could find themselves 13, so this could be a big swing. First one is away though. Again, the crowd. He's wide again. Gates picks up the rebound. So they still find themselves 11 behind here, Nahariya. Here is Faust into Skolderbrand. Skolderbrand, Berkovits, no, Berkovits offers. Skolderbrand then bounces into Gates. Gates twisting, turning, up against Buckner. Shot is away and falls into the hands of Cummings. Good pressure from Eric Buckner. Marble. Cummings, the alley-oop once more. It's Buckner who applies the finishing touch. Berkovits loses out to Cummings, who dunks in for two. And the lead is up to 15. The home fans not enjoying the call. Here's the link-up play there. Reaching round Will Cummings. Berkovits feeling he received the foul. Timeout called, with the home side having extended their lead now to 15. 4-2 they lead. Let's listen in.
Next offense, we play again.
We talk about the Lopez. You must do bump. You must do bump here. We need to help with the. If all the time try to push him to make head, we need to help him. Let's go. Hey, let's play flat on the high pick and roll. Flat on the high pick and roll. Tomel, you go to Nip. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go. Ready?
So, the pep talk after 3 minutes of second half action. Raven now on, trying to pull the strings. Skolderbrand back to Raven. Άρης with possession. Here's Jenkins up against Faust. Jenkins to Cummings. Cummings, Dragicevic if he wants. He's found him, and Dragicevic too much on it. Rebound into the hands of Baravan. Having given away the foul, now draws it. Here is Brown. Goes down, finds the pass off the floor to Gates. Brown on the layup, misses. Marble in close attendance. Nahariya are having one of those moments again, like they had at the start of the match in the first quarter. Just the 2 points scored in the opening 4 minutes of the third quarter. Harris haven't fared much better. Just the 4, make that 7. Faust. Raven, back to Faust. Faust, fouled by Jenkins, or was it Cummings? That's the 3-pointer. Stoiximan comes out. Ari comes in. Brown not happy. Marvin driving to Faust, who dunks in for two. Marvin now trying to keep Cummings at bay. Cummings though picks out Marble. Marble for three. Marble finds the target, and it's back up to 19. And how quickly this has suddenly gone away from Nahariya once more. Raven to Santiasari. Here is Gates. Gates twisting, turning, and travelling. This possession away once more. Here's another three-pointer coming, swinging the ball out to Marble. Xanthopoulos back pulling the strings into Dragicevic. Travelling against Dragicevic. So turnover ball once more. Gates goes to the bench. Nash here at the top of the arc. Good work from Marble. Back in field to Xanthopoulos, who spins out of the challenge. And Faust gets a hand in. Douglas back in place of Faust. Just tipped away by Belavan. Dragicevic will come to the bench. Doesn't necessarily agree with what he's being told by Dimitra Pryfti, head coach for Άρης. Oh, again, good read between Jenkins and Buckner on the alley-oop, and it's 21 points now, the difference. It's the first time it's been over 20 in the match. Άρης leading this quarter 11-4, and that's a good rejection from Buckner. Marvin Buckner appears out of nowhere to pluck it away. There's the alley-oop, one end to the other. 4-point play for Buckner. Oh, and Jenkins from downtown. It's a 24-point lead. It's a huge middle part of quarter three for Άρης. Nash. Raven. Through the hands, and Marble to Jenkins. And more turnover ball, the steal from Xanthopoulos. Marble for three. Too much on it, but Arvin picks up the rebound and sets Douglas away. Douglas across court to Nash. Nash into Brown, but Arvin for three from downtown. Finds the target, but it only reduces the arrears to 23. 2:28 remaining in the third quarter. Άρης in command of this one, but we've seen Nahariya show some fight and pull it back. It's still possible. It's a buzzer beater for three. Another three-pointer for the home side. Douglas to Brown. Brown for three. Too much on it. Comes back off the hoop. Xanthopoulos. Fired into Marbl in the corner. And Douglas picks up the rebound. Douglas for three. Finds it. Inside the last 80 seconds of the third quarter. Harris has scored 20 points once again in a quarter. Harris yet to reach double figures. Another three-pointer. They are draining in at the moment, the three-point shots. And the follow-up from Brown. And all sorts of pressure. Jump shot three-pointer. And it drops. They get 21. Full court press coming here for the home side. One points the difference. Nahariya finding their scoring rhythm, but a little too late in the quarter. Oh yes, Zaris with a jump shot. Now a chance for Asante Sari to drive, but he's lost out to Xanthopoulos. And with 7.8 seconds remaining, the lead is 24. Hasn't been a bad end to the quarter for Afasi's team, but it was the start, not good enough. 2 points in the opening 4 minutes. One possession, a chance, no. Possession thrown away. After Verhaven did all the hard work on the floor. And there is the three-quarter time hooter. And the lead has gone up from 13 now to 24 in the third quarter, outscoring their opponents by 11 in quarter three. It is only Nahariya 42. Άρης Thessaloniki at 66.
Go for the shot and for a shooter close out like this. You must do sprint to make the close out to the step, to force him to dribble the ball. All the close out, your hand is in. All the close out. Offensively, we must to protect the ball. We cannot all the time coming to offense and turn the ball. We cannot turn the ball like this. Hey, we go, Niv. Go where? Let's go. Hey, we go Niv, Stu, Gil, Ty and Jens. Okay? Hey. Let's try to play on the pick and roll Okay? We don't go fire, but the flat, if the guard stuck, you must to show your hand. Okay, to Jennings. Okay? You take Jenkins. You take the point guard. Okay? Okay, guys. Hey. There's a lot of minutes. Let's make some stop on defense. Okay? Hey. And also the defense is...
So the lead at 24. Coach Viftis throws Dimitris Plionis into proceedings. Let's have a look at some of these three-pointers that were raining in quarter three. And in terms of leading the way, it's this man here, Mάικλ Τζένκινς, 19 points, 4 from 8 outside. And he's been backed up by Marbl. He's on 14, 3 from 7 from downtown. And also in double figures is Cummings, who is just 1 from 4 from three-point range. He's on 11 points. Those three in double figures. You look at the home side, well, you have Nash on 9, and he is leading the way for them as the jump shot comes in. Xanthopoulos drops it to increase the lead to 26. Berkovits to Brown to Gates. Gates trying to force it through a crowd of hands, and it comes as a turnover. Plenty of time is Dragicevic. Gates picks up the rebound. Here is Nash. Nash looking for a pass, and Gates offers. Gates, Douglas, and Gates once again just a little slow. Ball fired in, and then he tries to pick out Douglas, but it's far too loose. Gates gets robbed, and then finds himself unmarked, and fires the pass out to the flank. And it's too far in front of Douglas. And now Douglas fouls. Gates, 11.2 points and 6.2 rebounds this season. Well, 7 rebounds, only 6 points as Zaras misses. Gates with yet another rebound. Berkovits, Douglas gets it back again from Nash. Douglas over the top to Nash. Nash feeds out wide. Brown back to the top of the arc, and a travelling call against Berkovits. No, the body language not great on the bench. Just not firing for them. Irani Nahariya. They need something really special. Zaras and Berkovits having the chat. So 7:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Nahariya trail by 26 points. And Aris are going to stay in touch with AS Monaco, who incidentally are the next challenge for Irani Nahariya, and that's on the road in the south of France next Wednesday, November the 9th. There's Aris there at home to Banvit on the same day. Three-pointer. Just been scored, and the lead is 29. Sack flung out wide to the right-hand flank, and the jump shot by Dimitris Flionis hits the mark, and Flionis, well, hasn't had much game time this season. He's making use of this opportunity here. His first points of the season.
If we make foul, not chips, not back all the time. Let's go, we need to make some stop. Hey, we go like this, Tomer, Nick, Eran, Kai, and Nico. Let's go. Let's go, guys, let's go. You ready?
So, Nahariya facing a monumental task in the remaining 7:45. And into the fray comes Igor Nestorenko, the number 18. Here is Baraban. Nestorenko, there he is. In the middle of the screen, number 18. There is Nash with a jump shot, too much on it. Follow up comes from Faust, but he can't force the ball in. Xanthopoulos gets possession back. On the wraparound is Flionis. Flionis now up against Nestorenko, who gets the ball out of play. Santiasari into Nestorenko. Santiasari fires it into Raven, who's fouled. So Raven goes to the line. Raven, who only played 2 minutes all season, has had 10 minutes on the court here this evening. And he makes the second of the two. So reduce it to 28. Foul against Baravan. Penny for his thoughts. Baravan sends Dragicevic to the line. He is short with the first one. Dragicevic nails the second one to restore the 29-point lead. Some unhappy looking faces in the crowd. Here is Faust. Faust trying to play it into the paint, but it's turned over by Flionis, who plays out to Xanthopoulos. First time pass into that left-hand corner to Zaras. Zaras driving. Zaras fires it in. And, well, Simsak just faking. Nestorenko goes up and ends up on his shoulders. And you got Nestorenko foul. Simczak. Makes it a 31-point game. 43-74. So this is Baraban. Fouls back to his number 10. Screen from Nestorenko in over the top looking for Fouls. He gets there eventually. Fouls battling hard against Murtos. Finds the 2-point layup. Here's Zaras. Zaras driving, and his shot comes off the glass into the hands of Nash. Nash. Asante Asari into Nash. Just doesn't have enough on it. And turnover balls. Anthopoulos into Leonis, who's fouled. So, Leonis. Finds himself the free throw line for the third time this season. He missed both his shots against Helios in the first, but he's got that one okay. The 19-year-old is good with the second as well. So good work from Dimitris Leonis. Nestorenko to Baraban. Skolderbrand short, falls to Asante Asari, who misses the furniture completely with the follow-up shot. Cummings, though, does well to maintain possession under the attention of Asante Asari. Little jump shot from as far back as he can be without being outside the arc. Nestorenko with the rebound. Here is Faust. Faust from a long way out finds the target to make it a 28-point game. Over the top goes Cummings. This is Jenkins. Jenkins gets the ball back. Jenkins makes himself some space and hits the jump shot. Get it back up to 30. Too short. Comes back off the hoop. Nestorenko can't bring it under control, and here goes Cummings once more. Rebound falls to Murtos, who spreads it back and through the hands of Jenkins. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins to Flionis. And here is Murtos. Nestorenko with the rebound. Baraban. Bounce pass to Nestorenko, who misses it. Wipes its feet and comes out. Murtos. Show one way, and coming back the other is Jenkins, and the follow-up is from Buckner. Faust Nestorenko. Baraban back into Nestorenko. Touch on it. Oh, Baraban! What a shot that is! With time running out from almost behind the line, he finds the target. An excellent effort in what surely is a losing cause here. Cummings. Jenkins for three. Too far to the right-hand side, and the ball falls to Άρης. 2 minutes remaining on the game clock. And Άρης lead by 30. Santiasari. Yeah, unmarked in front of the hoop. Can't find the target. And again, being outscored here. Here's Murtos. Murtos driving along that baseline and fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go the line for two. So Murtos, for the first time in this game, goes to the line, gets the first one. This is the second, and the rebound falls to Navarro, who's up. Roy Navarro, number 6, bottom of the screen. Golderbrand misses out. Jenkins comes away, and the foul is by Baraban. A push by the area number 10. And Jenkins over 20 points in the match thus far. Is on target again. And Jenkins, who only played against the Buck and Bears, put down 7 points in 13 minutes while he's bossing this one. 22 points and played 26, 27 minutes. Here's Baraban. Final 60 seconds or so. Nestorenko. Too much on it. Falls to Christidis, the 18-year-old, who's getting his first minutes in the Champions League this season. An opportunity for Dimitri Prífti to get some court time out for his less experienced players. And that is Christidis there, trying to make something happen. Vasilis Christidis. High fives and pats all round. Job well done. Win the home games. You can pick up road wins, so much the better. And they've done just that. You see this away with the first. And the second one finds the target. And his teammates enjoyed that one. With Cummings for company. Golderbrand draws the jump from Cummings. Navarro, and he finds the target. Roy Navarro, the 20-year-old, gives the fans a little something to cheer about at the end of this one. The shot clock is the game clock. Varo does well in defence to turn possession over. And then Cohen, who is on for his first court time in the Basketball Champions League. His possession back over, and the clock will run down. It's all over here in Nahariya in northern Israel, and it has been a comfortable win for Άρης. They have won it by 32 points. At only Nahariya 53, Άρης 85. And the damage done in the first quarter, in which they gifted up 13 points, and from then on it was always going to be a difficult task. They were outgunned by 11 points in the third quarter, and in the final quarter they were outgunned again, this time by another 10 points. So it's been a harsh lesson for Irani Nahariya, but if they can pull on the positives from that second quarter, then that will stand them in good stead. But Άρης have made it another win here in the Basketball Champions League, and they keep pace with AS Monaco on a 3-0 record, as we see some of the highlights from the match. And Will Cummings at number 12, he was a good backup to the main man, who was Mάικλ Τζένκινς. Jenkins, the leading scorer in the match. Faust and Baravan led the way for the home side. And that was Gates putting through his Berkovitz into Gates. Again, Cummings with the link-up play with Buckner on the alley-oop. A couple of those in the match for Buckner. And they look good from whichever angle you play them. Number of players who are on form from three-point range. Djagacevic, the number 34, was 3 from 3, but ended 3 from 5. Marbl ended 3 from 7 on the night. And there's another combination play, Jenkins and Buckner. Good understanding between those two. And again, Jenkins. 2 from 4 from him, as he finished with 22 points in total. Jenkins. Next best is Devon Marbl with 14. And then Cummings with 13. All of them in black and yellow for Άρης. Just Faust and Baravan in double figures, 10 points for both of those for the home side. As you can see though from the highlights, it's all pretty much black and yellow. And disappointing for Eric Afasi. Time though for the likes of Dimitris Flionis and other youngsters to get some game time.